Hi everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I'm Melanie and I do a variety of videos. My predominant video on this channel is bi-weekly videos which are on Monday and Thursday every week. I also do what I like to call my other content, which is on Sundays and Tuesdays. That content can range from anything from a story time to an update video to an unboxing of a beauty product or a beauty box, or I'll do reviews and that sort of thing. Today's video is kind of a mini kind of update. Firstly, I want to point out the absolute mess behind me. I quickly tidied that up in about 5 seconds because it was worse than that when I sat down. The reason why I'm having to film this way around is because the light is there. I was meant to film this video an hour ago. I came home and I was ready, and then I got distracted by the Spice Girls because yes, I'm of that age where I was a little bit of a Spice Girls fan when I was a lot younger, and obviously they've announced the UK tour today, which I don't think I'll be going to because I don't really know anyone who likes the Spice Girls, and I don't know if I'm too old for the Spice Girls, but surely the people who are going to see the Spice Girls are the people who were like the young girls or boys when the Spice Girls were big. So I don't know, but I've just been listening to the Spice Girls when I should have been filming this video, because normally if you watch my videos you'll see I normally don't have that behind me, but it might encourage me to finally tidy up. But as you can see, look at that stunning sunset. I mean, you can't see much of it now, but that's why if I don't face that light it'll be very dark in here. And I don't particularly like using the light to film anymore, and I try to do all my filming in the daytime using natural light, but as I said, because I got distracted, I literally came in here and it's like 20 to 5 when I should have done it at 20 to 4, and 20 to 4 is kind of pushing it, but you know, so hopefully next time that won't be there and I can film facing this way. The other reason why I like facing that way is because then I can lean on the desk when I'm holding the camera. So I'm just doing a little bit of an update video because the footage that you're currently seeing in the bi-weeklies is 6-7 weeks behind reality. So today you'll be seeing something that was probably filmed around the middle of September. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what video is going to go up because it's been scheduled for a while, because my vlogs are scheduled until some point in December, which helps me a lot. I just want to first come on and address the fact that I'm still going to post on this channel. This channel helped me initially when I first started to do daily vlogs, which I no longer do because it's too stressful, but when I was doing them it was helping me. I was going through a very difficult time in my life. The police were heavily involved in my life. I kind of got pushed into giving statements to the police that I didn't really want to do, and I just weren't coping with life. There was a lot of stuff that was going on that I weren't talking about. I weren't telling anyone what, you know, was happening to me or happening in my life, and I just started to film my daily life, even though for the most part I was in the house all the time, which to some extent I still am, but it just helped me filming little bits and pieces and talking about how I was feeling and what I'm doing. And if I went shopping, which I was only doing once a week at that point, I'd show what I was buying and just things like that. And it just helped me because I was only filming 1 day or 2 days maximum ahead, so I was always then having to edit to get it up for the following day, and that helped me. Whereas now I'm 6-7 weeks ahead, there's never any rush to get a video up except for Sunday and Tuesday, because I've run out of Sunday and Tuesday videos and I didn't have any up for a couple of weeks, and then I got Sunday video up just gone because I had something that I could film quite easily and I didn't need to be on camera, because I'm struggling being on camera as well. I'm struggling with wanting to be on camera and film myself, and I'm very aware of the content of my videos because obviously I'm editing them, and as I'm watching them it's like I'm basically saying a lot of the same things all the time, and to watch it myself it's like, oh, I'm saying the same thing, I'm saying the same thing again tomorrow and the day after, and I'm putting these vlogs together, and basically a lot of it's the same. Nothing much changes. My life is very, very samey because I don't do much, because I'm suffering a lot with mental and physical health, and because of that I don't get much done. I don't go many places, I don't do much, there's not much to show, and I'm very aware that when I'm editing these videos I'm like, oh, I'm not doing anything. Do people really want these videos from me where I'm just talking about doing nothing, basically, because that's literally all I'm talking about. I'm very, very conscious about those videos because to me they're boring now, so I keep thinking, are they boring to everyone else? And I keep coming back to the point where I'm like, the reason why I did this channel initially was to document my life and any changes that may come, because when I first started this channel I was doing a job and I'd been there about 4 months, and when I first went there I had no confidence and I was anxious and I just wasn't coping with life. I didn't like being around people, and then I started to get better because I put myself in a job where I was having to deal with countless people all the time, and then I thought, I'm getting better, I want to document this, so I started my YouTube channel. And I found it hard to film at the beginning. I didn't want to be on camera at the beginning, and I weren't able to get the videos up quick enough, so I just kind of gave up on the channel after a couple of months. And then October of 2016, I was going through a very difficult time and I needed something to do, and I just thought, just do videos again. And I was only initially meant to do them for about 2.5 weeks until the 1st of November, which is my birthday, and I thought I'll just film on my birthday and then that's it. And I just carried on, and it helped me a lot at the beginning, but then it got to the point where something happened to me last April that absolutely kind of destroyed me. Like, I'm not going to go into it because I try not to think about it because that really affects me, but at the time it was like I'd just made a promise on here a couple of weeks earlier that I would carry on definitely filming daily vlogs until the end of, was it June or July? I can't remember now. I think it was July. And I had to keep going, and it was killing me. I didn't want to be on camera, and for the most part I wasn't, because I'd filmed quite a lot in advance, so I didn't have to be on camera much. But then I took a break for a month, and then I came back last September, ironically. Or was it last August? I think it was last September. I seem to always come back in September, don't I? And then I came back and I carried on as much as I could. And I was putting too many videos up. I was even doing live videos, because as soon as I discovered I could do live videos, I was doing live videos all the time. And I was coming home from work stressed out, and I'd talk about my day, and I was just filming them. But then I became anxious when I was filming them. I didn't like knowing that people were watching me live. I just didn't like it, so I stopped doing them. And I just did like ones overnight when I was sleeping. And a lot of people don't understand why I did those, and I haven't done them for a little while, but it was because if I'm on camera I'm not likely to do something to myself. And by that I mean I'm not likely to self-harm or take my own life, basically. So that's why I was doing them. But then I started to get a lot of attention that I didn't like or want, and when I was doing videos saying, look, you need to stop doing it, they were just getting worse, so I stopped it. And I've done it a few times on and off, but I don't particularly want to do that anymore. I think if I have a really bad night I would potentially do it, but I'm finding being on camera harder and harder all the time. In a way it's easy for me to pick up the camera and start talking. I remember when I first started doing it 2.5 years ago, I'd become nervous, I didn't know what to say. I'd go, a lot. And I still do that every now and then. I keep catching myself doing it, and it's just because I'm losing a lot of my confidence, because I used to be so confident just filming, and I don't know, so a lot has changed this year. A lot has changed within me, where I just struggle to film. I really struggle, and I like doing my Sunday and Tuesday videos because I don't have to talk about myself, but obviously I'm doing an update, so of course I'm going to talk about myself. And I've had to switch hands because it's kind of hurting me. So yeah, that's why I like the Tuesday and Sunday videos because a lot of the time they're talking about beauty products, or I'm doing reviews, or it's concert footage, and it's not taxing on me because I've found that I took a break this year as well. If you're not new to my channel, you'll know all about the break. I stopped filming on the 31st of May, and I had a lot of footage, so vlogs kept going up till sometime in July, and then I didn't start putting vlogs back up until September, and that was a deliberate and very conscious decision. I just couldn't carry on. It was becoming way too much for me to cope with, and it was getting stressful because I was doing daily and bi-weekly vlogs, and the bi-weekly vlogs were about 2 months behind, 10 weeks some of them, and then the dailies were about 2 weeks behind, and I was talking about stuff in the dailies that was in bi-weekly vlogs, but you weren't going to get the bi-weekly vlogs for 8-10 weeks later. So I would mention something in a daily and it wouldn't make any sense because I'd not talked about it yet, because it was in a bi-weekly which weren't going to go up for a long time, and that's why I stopped the dailies, because my bi-weeklies was so far in advance that I just couldn't carry on at that level that it was at, and it was stressing me out, and I kept thinking, what can I talk about, what can I not talk about, and I was still accidentally talking about stuff that I hadn't yet mentioned because the footage hadn't gone up yet. But what I'm trying to say is I'm just struggling with the whole idea of being on camera, and as much as I've done this for myself predominantly, I'm just finding it harder, and I don't know why, because it's not like I'm coming on here and sharing every part of my life, because I don't. And I said that in the video that I put up on the 3rd of September, which I'll link above now. But basically, I might put a 30-minute video up on a Monday, and that could be 30 minutes of a week. And even though in that 30 minutes I'll talk about other things that I've done, you don't see the entirety of my life. So I might talk about what I've done in 4 hours of that day, but what about the other 20 hours? Yes, I'm probably going to be in bed about 8 to 10 of that hours. Not that I'm going to be asleep. I'd love to be asleep. But what about the other, 10, 12 hours? What's going on? You don't know. And, I don't want people thinking I'm sharing all my life on here, because I don't. I'm not saying away from here and the bits that I do tell you that I've got this amazing life or I've got loads of people in my life, because I don't. I deliberately don't let anyone in my life, and I don't have many people around me. And that's very deliberate, because I keep letting the wrong type of people in my life, and I keep getting badly hurt in one way or another, and it got to the point where it's like, that can't carry on. I can't keep letting people in my life, I can't keep going round in circles kind of thing. And my doctor's got a lot to do with that, because if I ever go in and I talk about anyone and she doesn't like the sound of them, she lets me know. Makes me laugh at times that my doctor's like, I don't like them. I'm like, Or you're not meeting them. Or I remember not too long ago someone wanted to meet me, and my doctor's like, absolutely not, you're not meeting them. And I was like, okay. So yeah, I don't let many people in my life, I don't talk to many people, but there's more going on than what you see. And like I said, I'm not saying there's a massive amount going on. I just want you to make everyone aware that it's not just me. There's other YouTubers. You're seeing a little bit of the day. You're seeing what they let you see. My content isn't as controlled as theirs. I tell you the majority of my day and the majority of my life, but I do have to keep something for myself, and I do keep stuff to myself. If I came on here and talked about every aspect of my life, a lot of you would be horrified about some of the, a lot of the stuff that goes on and a lot of things that happen to me. But I don't need to come on here and talk about that. But I am struggling with the idea of being on here, and I'll never stop. Like I said right at the beginning of this video, I'm not going to stop. I'm just finding it harder and harder to pick up the camera. last week, Wednesday and Thursday, I had so much to talk about and I didn't. And then when I filmed Friday, I didn't mention Wednesday and Thursday, but I'm going to have to because it was kind of significant to my life and what's going on in my life, what happened. And it's nothing major, but I'm going to talk about it in an upcoming vlog after the fact, because I'm just finding it harder to pick the camera up or wanting to film because I don't particularly want to be on camera. That's it, really. I'm just losing a lot of my confidence and I just don't feel like myself anymore. I feel like I've changed a lot this year. I've learned a lot in the last 2 years. I've learned the hard way in a lot of ways. And I'm lucky to have a very small circle who look after me and give me great advice and get frustrated with me when I can't do everything that they want or expect or think I should do. But I'm me, I'm an individual. I've been through stuff that a lot of people won't be have ever been through or ever known anyone that's been through. So I can only do so much. But I'm trying my best. And yeah. Also, I have been very ill. I'm still very ill. That's why there's always filters on videos. And that's why I don't want to film without makeup on as well. That's why when you see clips with me with no makeup on, there's always a filter on, whereas in the past when I've had no makeup on, it's not been a problem. I don't care. But because I'm ill, I look ill. I don't look great without makeup on anymore, and it's because I'm ill. I've been carrying an illness for a very long time and I keep refusing the operation and I'm ill from it constantly. Some days are worse than others, some weeks are horrendous, some weeks aren't too bad. Because I'm used to feeling unwell, I can get on with life to some extent, whereas if someone else got it all of a sudden, they'd be very ill. I'm not. But when it flares up, I am very ill. I'm at the doctors all the time with it. I get secondary illnesses. I've just had a secondary illness that made me so ill. I was in bed for the best part of the week. And you don't know that because that footage is not going to go up till December. And, you know, I then struggle because I'm ill all the time. It affects my mental health because when you're physically ill all the time and it's really bad and you can't leave the house even when you want to, it does affect your mental health. So I've been going through hell a lot this year. My anxiety was the worst it's ever been over the summer. I was in a really bad place with it. And it's not as bad now, and I don't want to jinx it and think it's never going to go bad again, because I have days when I'm really bad and I've had days when I'm not too bad. But, you know, June, July, August were horrific, and I wouldn't wish what I went through anxiety-wise on anyone. I just want to say that I'm trying my hardest to carry on. I'll carry on as much as I can. The Tuesday and Sunday videos, although they're my favourite and I find them stress-free to do, because I have been ill, I've just not been having the time to do it. And even though I spend all my time in the house and I don't really go anywhere because I'm down and because I feel ill, I simply don't want to film. Today I don't feel great, but I knew I was going to film this video. The lighting is pretty much gone. I've rambled on. I filmed this video originally on Friday and I rambled on in that because I'd not eaten, I didn't feel well and I'd been out all day and I was just so drained, but it weren't making sense. But I have put a lot of that footage in a vlog that again is coming up in December, so you'll still see some of my ramblings. But I want to thank everyone who's supporting my channel. If you're subscribed, thank you for subscribing. And if you're new to my channel, you're just watching this video and you want to know more about what it's like living with severe anxiety and depression, then check out my videos. They might be able to help you, or they might help you understand it from my perspective, because everyone gets it differently. Like, no two people are the same with the symptoms. Yeah, we do get a lot of the same symptoms, but different things trigger different people off. Sometimes I'm absolutely fine and nothing happens and my anxiety's bad. You can't predict it, and I wish you could. Like, if I could predict it, I wish I could. But yeah, feel free to subscribe, and if you've not already clicked the bell notification and you are subscribed, please click it, because you'll always get notified when I upload videos, whereas now you don't. And I'm still at 151 subscribers. I really would like to times that by 10. It's taking forever. I don't know how to get more subscribers, but if you watch my videos and you're not subscribed, then please subscribe. It will help me out a lot. And if you have any questions, always ask them down below. I'm not going to reply to perverted comments. I'm not going to reply to email me. I had someone called John constantly telling me to email him, and he harassed me for about 2 months. I think he's finally got the message. I don't need it. I've always said on here I won't contact men away from here. If there's something you want to say to me or ask me, then please feel free to do so in the comment section, because if there's nothing sinister to it, then you will do. And yeah, just bear with me. If there's no Sunday or Tuesday video up for weeks at a time, then please understand that I'm ill. I'm doing my best that I can. I will still get bi-weekly videos up as long as I can. So at least I'm doing something. I'm not going to be made to feel guilty for missing Sunday and Tuesday videos like someone tried to do. I said when I started them, if I miss a Sunday or a Tuesday or both, it's going to happen. Life gets in the way. And when I missed those videos, I got 2 up. One saying that I weren't putting one up that day because I was ill, which I filmed. And then the second one where I had a bit of a rant because I was very ill in bed. So you just need to bear with me. If you enjoy my videos and you want to watch them, then I'm trying my best. I got a video up on Sunday just gone. I'm getting one up today. I'm going to try and get one up next Sunday, but I'm not making any promises, so please don't watch this and think there's going to be a Sunday video and then there might not be one, and then you'll be like, you said there was going to be a video. I'm trying my hardest. I'm really unwell, and I don't think a lot of you realise how sick I am. I know I come on here and I act like I'm okay, but I don't want to come on here and go, I'm really sick, I've got this, that and the other. Like, I'll talk about some of my illnesses. When I had a secondary illness, I told you what it was. I'm not going to say what it is now because it's in a vlog. I don't want to say, oh, I had such and such, and then you watch the vlog. But I'm at the doctor's a lot, and it's not for my mental health, it's my physical health. Yeah, I do go about my mental health at times, and obviously my doctor does keep an eye on me. She's been amazing with me, and I truly feel like I don't deserve such a nice doctor. That's how I truly feel. Like, she is quite a remarkable person. I have nothing bad to say about her. Yeah, we've had disagreements where we don't agree and we don't see eye to eye on things, but even if she doesn't agree with me or she has a difference of opinion, she'll still always listen to my point of view even if she doesn't agree. So I know I've come on here at times and I'm like, oh, we've had a disagreement. It's not like we've sat there and had an argument. She just sometimes can't see why I can't do the things that she may want me to do. But we're both very different people. We're both Scorpios though, so that's maybe why we sometimes clash a little bit. And by clash, I don't mean we have a full-on clash and we fight. We never fight. We just don't always agree on everything. And I'm lucky that if, like, we don't agree on something and, like, she upsets me or she gets into my head and it, like, annoys me a little bit, I can then go in the next time I see her and I'm like, remember last time when you said such and such? Well, it really, like, bothered me, or it got in my head, or it actually helped or whatever. So we can talk about things, which surprised me because a year ago I don't think I would had the relationship that I have now. I know I was getting more and more used to her, but it's actually this year a lot has changed. I've let my guard down with her. I've trusted her like I've never trusted anyone in my life, which scares me to death. And I believe her and I believe in everything she says, and I know she wants to help me, and her advice is purely to help me, not to help her, like whereas other people advise me and it's to help themselves. So I know she's trying to help me, and she's helped me in ways she'll never even understand. Like, I'll do a video about some of the things at some point, but obviously I'm never going to come on here and go, my doctor and I said this, that and the other, what we say is between us. No one will ever find out what I say to my doctor, because even if, like, do you know when, if you ever sign over your medical records to the police, they don't actually get your whole medical records, which I didn't actually realise until my doctor told me, and then my solicitor confirmed it. Because I thought when you sign it over, they literally get everything. Like, and my solicitor said to me, well, they don't. For one, why would they need to know you had a headache 13 years ago or you had a cold 2 years ago? They don't need to know that. What normally happens is the police will say, she's come to us and said such and such, has she said anything similar to you, either about this person or has anything else like that come up in the past? And then the doctor writes a statement. I always thought they actually get your whole medical history. I literally thought they'd find out, like, I broke my leg when I was 3, and I had concussion when I was 3, and when I was 6 and when I was 7, I had concussion a lot. And that's what I thought they get. But even solicitors like, no, they don't actually need to know your full medical history. It's literally all about, like, if you said someone's been hitting you for a long time, they'd say to your doctor, has she ever mentioned this? And that's basically what they release. I didn't know that, and a lot of people probably aren't aware of that, but yeah, they don't get it. So when I go in and ramble on about being stressed out and stuff, no one's ever going to know that other than my doctor, and she will never break patient-doctor confidentiality. And even if she had to, if she said to me she was ever really concerned about me, she ever had to, like, go to the police or whatever, she's not going to go in and go, oh, in 1999 Melanie had a headache. She's just going to be like, well, over the last 6 months Melanie's come in and said blah blah blah. But she's never going to go into detail. But, you know, she said it would be a very, very, like, extreme situation where she would have to ever report anything about me or any of her patients. It would have to be where that patient is in severe danger from someone. So, you know, it took me a long time to trust her. So to hear that, you know, your whole medical history doesn't get given out, because who wants to know that I've gone in and talked about the police 5 million times? I mean, I don't think they'd be pleased if I ever signed my medical records over and they saw how many times I talked about them. But obviously if they're mistreating me and making me upset, obviously I am going to go and talk about them, which I do all the time anyway. So, yeah. Anyway, like, I'm going off on a tangent again. This is going to be a very long video and it's going to make no sense. But I'm trying my best for the channel. You're going to have to bear with me. I'm very down. I know I don't come in here and start crying, but I'm very good at hiding how I feel. Even my doctor, like, I've not cried many times in front of my doctor. She knows when there's something wrong without me telling her. And she always gets stuff out of me, which annoys me because no one's ever got stuff out of me. And then she'll be like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, this has happened. She is fantastic. Like, even my hairdresser wants my doctor. She thinks she's funny. Like, my doctor is funny. Anyway, I'm going to go. And, yeah, please subscribe if you're not subscribed. And I'll be back on Thursday with my next bi-weekly vlog. And, yeah, thank you for watching, everyone.